What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Gotta ask you guys something real quick. I need a favor, actually. Shout out to James. The dude who sent me this cup. I sent some stickers and coffee, and I got to return to sender. Maybe I have your wrong address. I have to hook up with you somehow. Get that straightened out. I need a favor from you guys. First, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I start school in 2 weeks. Till then, every other day I'm going to drop a video, which is a tall order. These videos are not easy. This one I started working on this one at noon. What time is it now? So they take a while. They're not easy, but I enjoy doing them. And I enjoy doing them for you guys. And I love the thought of entertaining you guys, making you guys laugh, just helping you get through the day. The favor I need, though, I just need you guys to watch the commercials if you can. I know it can be a bummer. I watch commercials, though, so I'm not asking you guys to do anything that I, myself, am not doing. I try to help the content. That's going to be tough, and I already know it. I try to help the content creators out by watching commercials. Thing is, I start school the 19th. YouTube pays on the 21st. It'd be awesome if I get that check that's coming up 21st, right when I start school, and it's a little bit generous. Because I'm going to have some extra little bills attached to going to school. For one, the gas. It's way on the side of town. My car eats the gas up. And power steering fluid. I have dump tons of power steering fluid in my car every single day. It just pours out. It pours out all over the hot engine and starts smoking. I'll be driving down the road, the smoking. People pull up next to me. Fire! Fire, you're on fire! Fire, fire! I'm like, wait, this is my jam. I'm driving on it. Smokes, man. Gas, power steering fluid, and food. I'm going to be there all day. Like 11 hours. For a month. I usually just, around my pad, eat a candy bar, maybe a top ramen or something. I'm actually going to have to pack a couple lunches to take with me. Be that as it may. I get my grub on. I'm going to be there so long, man. I might as well take a sleeping bag. A tent. Hey, where do you want me to pitch my tent at? Anyways, guys, I'm going to start making a lot of videos, and I appreciate you guys helping me out watching commercials. It'll help me out with my schooling when I start going. Thank you in advance. Now, when I start going to prison, or no, I can't get into the videos just yet. Letters! Now, I told you, man, in order to get stickers and coffee, you ain't got to do much. I do appreciate donations and appreciate extra stuff, but if you just want to keep it real simple, like homeboy right here did, and just Splinter, love the videos. Thank you, homeboy. I'm going to send him some coffee and some stickers. You can go all out like Reese did. Good looking out, Reese. This is really cool. He sent me a bunch of really cool stickers, man. I can't even show them all to you guys. Look at this Spitfire. It's rad, man. It looks old school. A lot of really cool stickers, man. Thank you, Reese. And he drew what I can only call like a comic. I love it, man. It's probably going to go right on the art wall. So, good looking out, Reese. And he even tagged up the envelope. Cool stuff, man. Good looking out, brother. And my homeboy Jason Voorhees. I got nicknames for a lot of you guys. You don't know that. But a lot of you guys I talk to a lot of time. It's easier for me. I just have a nickname for you guys. This guy, I call him Jason Voorhees. So I think his last name starts with a V. He sent me half a book of stamps. Then the Hogan girl Tabitha sent me some stickers and a letter. And she drew a cool Woody Woodpecker for me. Really cool, man. Really cool. Good looking out, Tabitha. Good looking out to all you guys. Homeboy Chris in Canada, he looks out for me tough, man. Send me a guitar stand. My guitar is on it right now. A pedal, which I was going to check it out earlier, just like 5 minutes. I was busy and I ended up being stuck in that thing for like 3 hours. Got a really good sound. When you're a guitar player, it's all about tone. After you learn how to play, then you got to start dialing in your tone. He also shot me this. It's my second one. A Splinter, bobblehead Splinter character. They're cool, man. Nick shot me a bunch of candy. I can't show it to you guys because I ate the majority of it. There's some minnow sticks and stuff left over. But he shot my favorite kind. It was like the sours and the gummies and stuff. So, shout out to Nick for the candy. I gobbled it all up. I got none to show you guys. So, oh, and Nathan the B, man. Good looking out, homeboy. He shot me a really cool kit for the THC detox. I've never seen anything this sophisticated. It's like a double up. First you drink this, then take these pills. Squeaky clean. I still got that THC weed test to contend with, and I have cheated just the tiniest of bit, just a tad. Because I've been so stressed out. No, there's no excuses, man. Anyways, when I start going to prison, picked up my P number in 2000. I did that term. I did 5 violations on that number. Then, excuse me. Then, I didn't get a chance to enjoy the discharge. Right away, I pick up an F number, and I do 4 violations on that number. So 2 terms, 9 violations, in 12 years. And that's not even counting like a 38-day tryout I did, and one time I went in for that week. I can say this, when I first started going to the pen in 2000, there was hardly no skinheads. You just didn't see them. They just weren't there. As the 12 years, I got deeper and deeper in those 12 years, and time went on. Man, there's an explosion. You start seeing them everywhere. To where the very last time I was even at Wasco, last time in the pen, there's tons of them. So I think I might know why. I have my own opinion on that. Maybe we'll touch on it later, or maybe at the end of this video. Right now, I just wanted to get into a story to tell you about this dude named Tank. When I first got to Wasco Reception, my very first time ever in the pen, so I had one skinhead named Tank. He was off the hook, man. When you go to yard, I was on C and H yard. So you have this big round yard, and it's surrounded up by buildings. There's H buildings over here, C building over here. 1 building per yard at a time. And you can see those buildings, but you can't see the inmates inside. So we'd go to yard. Tank apparently knew of another skinhead who was on that yard in one of these buildings. He'd go over in front of that building and stand there and be working out as if he's actually working out with another human, but he was in front of that building and he's working out with the building. And be talking to a good one, brother. And be like, hey, you mess with him, you mess with me. Dude, there is no him. Oh, you guys didn't see my hand. If you mess with him, you mess with me. Pointing in front of him. Brother, there is no him. It's you working out with a building. That's a little bit odd. But the fun started when we went inside. He slept next to me. He hated everybody. He didn't like anybody. We'd be sitting there. I'd be on my bed. He'd be sitting on his. And he'd go, look at that dumb motherfucker. And I'd look over to see who he's talking about. There'd be 5 dudes down there. It's like I don't want to ask him which one, because I'm pretty sure he meant all of them. He'd always say stuff like this too. He has some girl named friend named Sarah. And he would talk, and I wouldn't know if he was talking to me or talking to himself. Like, he wasn't really good on eye contact. He had like a crazy look, and he'd be like, start talking to that girl Sarah, man. I knew better. I knew better. I knew better. I knew better. And I'd just be like, yeah, you know what's for dinner? Do you know that? I don't know what to say to a lot of stuff he'd be saying. Because one time even, he's like, what do you think Sarah's doing right now? I'm going to join her freedom. He's like, why do you say that, brother? I could tell it's like the wrong thing to say, and I just shot out there like, I don't know who Sarah is. I don't know where the fuck she's at or what she's doing, but he's like, what is she doing? Enjoying her freedom. Why'd you say that, brother? What do you mean? I was like, dude, I don't know. Is she free? Yeah. But the fuck do you think she'd join it? He's like, I bet she is. That was the wrong thing to say. So after that, I'd just be like, you know, it's for dinner? And then after that, I'd bump into him several times over the years. He'd always reintroduce himself. Hey, what's up, brother? Tank. And I'd say, dude, we slept together like all last summer in the building H1. I know who you are. What's up, brother? It's me, Splinter. Like, damn, do I look the same or what? It's only been a couple months. Seen me last. Anyways, he's a cool dude, I guess. I liked him. Get the main line. My first term. No skinheads at first, and a couple show up. His name Pup. Really good dude. Pretty sure he's from Tulare, right, Pup? I talked to him in the comment section. He's a good dude. Solid dude. It's the name Vernon. I really liked him. He was cool, but see, the problem was my buddy Matt, my road dog from Orange County, Matt, him and Vernon not get along. And it's like that. You get to prison, there'll be some dude that rubs you the wrong way. I've experienced it. Don't know why, don't know what it is, but for some reason, just not like each other. Vernon and Matt not like each other at all. They almost got into a couple times. In fact, when I paroled, they're still there. Vernon ended up rushing him in the TV room, because I saw both of them later. So I like Vernon, but I didn't really get to chat with him that much, chop it up with them, because him and Matt couldn't stand each other. But he stays in there, I parole, and then I come back and I go to Wasco Reception. Vernon ends up going right there from McFarland CCF to Wasco A Yard. That's where you go when you get in trouble at the McFarland CCF to go to Wasco. So he's there, he's working in the kitchen, and I go to Wasco Reception, and they have us working in the kitchen. Now the goal is, when you go to work in the kitchen from reception, try to get that tobacco. Because you're going to see dudes from the main line in blues. But they're not going to be given to you for free. They want money. Their agenda is get money, our agenda is get tobacco. But it's hard to just give them money. We're in reception. We got no phones. We're in and out. We can only be there maybe 30, 60 days. It's really hard to make any new business deal happen. But we're trying to get tobacco from them. Usually not successful. So I go to the kitchen from reception, see Vern. What's up, dog? Right away, I'm like, dude. He knows that I want to get some tobacco. He's like, hey, dog, I'm going to hook you up. Don't need to trip. I got you. So I go back to the dorm and tell everybody, hey, there's a good dude named Vern. I know him from my first term. He's on the main line. He's going to hook me up with tobacco. Next time I go into work and I see him, he goes, dude, all I got, he was like, I got a big old plug for you. But it wasn't like tobacco smoke. It was pipe or cigar, something different. And I was like, I figured the fellas, the homeboys would clown me if I took that back. I don't want to hoop it, take it all the way back and pull it out, and then just be like, oh, what the fuck's that shit? Throw it away. I was like, nah, dog, it's alright, homeboy. He's like, alright. So I went back, and they asked him, hey, did you get anything? And I was like, nah, he wasn't able to get his hands on none. I didn't tell him about it. And then a day or two went by, and I told one of the homeboys, I said, hey, dude, Actually, Vern did bring me something, but I didn't bring it back. I go, can you believe it? He brought, like, it was cigar tobacco or pipe tobacco or something. He goes, what? He brought you something, you didn't get it? I go, no. He started hyperventilating, grabbed a plastic paper bag. He's like, dude, I can't believe he brought you a plug and you didn't bring it back because it was the wrong kind of tobacco. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, can you get it? Can you get it? I was like, dude, calm down. You're tripping me out. I was like, I'll ask me if he still has it, but what the fuck? I didn't think you'd want it. He goes, dude, it's tobacco. Tobacco's tobacco. What? I can't believe you turned it down. I was like, well, damn. All right, so next time I went to work. I was Vern, hey, can you bring that on, boy? And he brought it, and I gave it to the fellas because I wasn't smoking at the time. Brought it and gave it to him, and they were happy. Happier than the pig and shit. But damn, because they don't care. Come to think of it, they will get the guards that chew tobacco and they spit that shit on the ground. They'll take that out, pick it up off the ground, dry it in the window. When I was at Wasco Yard in Main Lane myself, a couple years later, there's this one dude, his job was to clean like the duty office where the cops were, and he would raid the ashtray. And he would come back with a big old bag of like butts and shit. Come up like, you know, he really thinks he's doing something. I think it's gross. I think, dude, you got a bag of trash in your hand right now. You think you're acting like all that. But actually, he did turn it just to make a profit. Fuck, I guess it's worth gold. It's nasty to me. And they're happy as hell when I brought that pipe tobacco back. I feel like I was supposed to add something to the end of that story. And I have my notes right here, but I wish I could show them to you. They're so small, and you know what the hell I was thinking. Those are not notes. Those are not going to help me at all. Anyways, be that as it may. So I parole, get out, come back to Wasco next time, and I bump into this other skinhead. His name is Dallas. And right away, it's one of the dudes, him and I were not hitting it off right away. I felt some tension. Interesting thing, and I've seen this happen a lot too. He comes in, as far as I know, he's the only skinhead there. And he sleeps back in this corner. He has a white bunkie, of course. And what I mean by corner, he's up against a wall. So he has that whole corner locked in. It's his rack, and another rack right there. So you got this little cube, these four dudes. And the next thing I know, all four of them are skinheads. I thought it's Dallas. That'll happen too. There'll be one skinhead guy, and all of a sudden he'll have a bunch of little buddies. Next to they're all skinheads. I'm not knocking it. I mean, good for them. Anyways, be that as it may, they're in all four back there. We're working in the kitchen. They're bringing back weapon stock. I know they had a bunch of metal and shit. I wasn't really talking to them. Like I said, me and Dallas really didn't get along that well. Oh, here's why. I remember this is what happened when I first met him. There's a joke you can pull on people at Wasco reception. You can say, hey man, you hungry? I got a pear. And they'll be like, yeah, I want a pear. And you go, pair of ears and a pair of nuts. And this clown, I'm like, Well, I was going to tell this one dude. I was like, hey, fool. He's like, oh, I'm hungry. I go, well, I got a pear. And Dallas like, no, fool, shoot me that pear. And I was like, well, it's just a pair of ears and a pair of nuts. And he got all butthurt, like, hey, dude, don't play me like that. And I was like, hey, well, I was talking to somebody else, and you butted in and asked for the pear, so I gave him the only pear I got, ears and nuts. He did not like it. So him and I we didn't not talk to each other at all. One night I'm sleeping in my bunk. They're about 3 or 4 bunks over from me, and they're being loud. I try to ignore it. I'm the type, if something starts bugging me, I gotta react. I can't leave it alone. I try to. So many times, in my life, things have happened. I've told myself, Splinter, man, don't say nothing. Yes, I call myself Splinter, and I'm talking to myself. What? Splinter, don't say nothing. Leave it alone, dude. Pick your battles. It's cool. Don't trip on it. But I end up tripping on it. So they're talking. I can hear them, and it's bugging the shit out of me. So I go back over there, and I'm like, hey, man, you guys are fucking being loud. I said, I think you guys are bugging other people. And Dallas dude goes, hey, man, Splinter, that was the wrong thing to say. If you would have come over and said, hey, homeboy, can you guys please be quiet? You're bugging me. He goes, I would have respected that. We all would have been quiet and gone to bed because, we want to respect you, not bug you. But you're coming over here speaking for people, saying we're disturbing other people. How do you know? No one else is saying nothing. You can't come over and speak for people like that. I was like, well, dude, if you're bugging me, you're bugging them. And it took me about 10 minutes to finally get myself up out of bed, mad enough to come over and say something to you. And maybe they're taking them 10 minutes to get up to you, and they're probably on minute 8. You don't know what's going to happen next 2 minutes. A whole another race may come over here and push up on you because you motherfuckers are being loud. And he says, well, I got 2 knives if you want to go at it. And I was like, well, you guys aren't bugging me that bad. I mean, it's really not that loud. Everyone started laughing. I kind of took it as a joke. I didn't think he was serious about the 2-knife thing. But even if he wasn't bugging me that bad. I was like, nah. He's like, oh, dog, no, we're going to be cool. Don't trip. They had to be more quiet. We started being cooler after that. Then when I was at CMC West, we got in that riot, and over to the hole. The hole is at CMC East. When I went there, that dude Dallas had the tier. He had the keys to the tier right there in the hole. So I want to look up your lockup order, and he shot us back some hygiene, some coffee. Then he shoots me back this letter. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm back here because I fucking got to fight this dude, and I broke his Chickalacalometus. And I'm like, wait, Chickalacalometus? What the fuck is that? Like, oh boy, if you broke his toe, tell me I broke his toe. I don't know what the name of bones are. I don't study bones. Yeah, dude, I broke his Chickalacalometus. No, I don't know what that shit is. Like, you broke his jaw, you broke his toe, you broke his nose, you broke his finger. What the fuck did you break? I don't know. I don't study bones. Be that as it may, they ended up moving me off that tier. Me and Clucky, and I have a good video coming soon about the whole CMC West. These videos I'm going to do the next 2 weeks, I'm going to rotate them. It's going to be a street video, a pin video, street video, pin video. Unless I just wake up one morning and I'm like, hey, I feel like talking about this. All wrong with that. that does happen sometimes. Anyways, man, I gotta tell you this. The last video, I was saying how I was in my mom's house, and when that cracked, she said, what are you doing? I said, it was 2 broken, beat up bicycles, and I stripped them all down, made 1 good bike. It triggered a story. How can I start this? Okay, when I first moved to Oildale, I started shooting up dope at 16, 17 years old. I moved into Oildale because my dad had this wife. She owned a bunch of property. I was living with my dad. He didn't want me to move in with him with this chick. So her sons and I got their pad they owned. We moved in there. It was an Oildale, dope everywhere. I started slamming. I started shooting up dope. I got so skinny and sucked up, I thought that I was choking on my collarbone. I thought my collarbone had shifted, and then my collarbone had somehow got stuck in my throat. Then I had a big square window, and I was always looking out, going like this, looking, and I saw those handprints, and I saw someone push herself up. So I seen the handprints. I thought someone was in my house. I was choking on my collarbone. I call my mom at 2 in the morning tripping. Someone's in here, and I'm choking on my collarbone. She came to pick me up. I had some meth on me and a syringe. I slept for like 4 days. I wake up. I'm like, okay, take me back to Oildale. She's like, you're never going back there again. I don't know why your dad moved you out there. Look what's happened to you since you've been out there. You look like a fucking skeleton. Yeah, Mom, I'm slim and trim like a bicycle rim. That's how we roll. Get me right to Oildale. Like, no, I won't do it. So I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to catch a get bus out there. So I had to walk probably a mile to the Valley Plaza from her house to catch a bus. So I'm walking. I decided to break in this garage. These people, like a house, 2, 3 houses over, and the garage is not connected to the house. It's like kind of in the backyard. So I break into it, and I have trouble hitting myself. So I just start shooting up. So I'm in that garage, and I get a little bit dope, and I can't really hit. I got some blood, and I squirt some out, draw some more up. Before I notice it's even too much, more than I should even be doing, and I do it. It's a lot. Damn. So I start cleaning the garage. I go where there is a broom, and I start sweeping, and I start stacking all the rakes and shit, and I find a pink glove, a gardening glove, and it had flowers on it, so I put it on. And I keep on cleaning and everything, and there was 3 broken down, beat up bicycles, and I strip them all down, make 1 real nice bike. And I put the parts away. There's Christmas stuff. I folded things over, and I wrote Christmas stuff on it. I mean, I really hooked it up. I think there's shit in the washer. I put it in the dryer, cat litter box, cleaned it up, hooking this motherfucking thing up. I was there, I thought only 15 minutes. I was there for 3 or 4 hours. Finally, the door was up. This guy's there. And I was sweeping. I had the glove on. He's like, hey, man. He's like, where'd you find that glove? That pink glove. My wife's been looking for it. I said, oh, it was right over there by the brooms and by the shovels and stuff. He goes, I've been looking for it. I said, I've been looking for the other one. He knows my wife has it. It's inside the house. I was like, oh, shit. He's like, dude, I love what you do with those bikes. That looks pretty cool. I was right on. He goes, you can try to charge me? He goes, I don't know if I should pay you or not. You've done a good job out here. I was like, no, it's cool. You don't have to charge me. He goes, I would like that glove back. I go, okay. So I took it off. It was all sweaty and dirty. And he goes, never mind. Just throw it in the trash. I threw it away. And he goes, look, I'm going to get you something to drink. I go, okay, cool. So he's gone for a while. And I start looking. And that's before they had a lot of cordless phone action and shit. Phones actually used to have a cord on them. I had a phone with a big, long, stretchy cord, and he was on it, and he was at his back door, and he was on the phone. So I was like, damn, he ain't give me something to drink. He's calling the law. So I broke, man, got the hell out of there. Ran, kept thinking I seen everybody there chasing me. Oh, what are we going to do? Anyways, yeah, man. Video, day after tomorrow. It's going to be, I'm not sure what it's going to be on. Watch the commercials. Cut the string, let's let it fly. Peace.